Hello, my fellow yoga skeptics. I'm Victoria. Today's practice is all about the hips. Now, many people have tight hips. They think it's because they walk a lot, they drive, they sit all day, and that may be true. However, studies have shown that tightness may not indicate just that the muscle needs to be stretched, but that the muscle may be weak. So what the brain tells yourself is that if a muscle is weak because it's not used a lot, then we better tighten it up just to prevent any injury. So if you are tight and stretching hasn't helped alleviate any hip pain, then try this practice. We're going to really get into the strength of the hips, strength of the legs, all within 30 minutes. So when you are ready, my friends, roll out your mat and let's get hippie. Let's start on the back. So in your own time, just come all the way down, lower yourself very gently. Shimmy your shoulder blades down your back just so your neck is long, has a lot of space here. And then just reach your arms down alongside your body. Flip your palms to face up. And keep your knees bent here. See if you can walk your feet in so that they feel like they're underneath your knees. Your ankles are under your knees. Let your back find its natural curvature here. Feet are hip width distance apart. Close your eyes. Give yourself a couple of breaths here. Whatever you have brought to the mat with you today, thoughts, feelings, moods, to-do lists, see if you can invite yourself just to push those things away, those thoughts, that clutter. Push it off to the side just for these couple moments here. So that your time on your mat today, it's just for you. That's our goal for the practice, and we'll occupy the thoughts, our attention, with focusing on the hips. Just so as each moment approaches, we're present. Our mind has something to focus on. Allow yourself to take 2 more really slow, easy breaths here. And when you're ready, your eyes can gently blink open. Keep your right foot exactly where it is. Just go ahead and hug your left knee in towards your chest. Just really gently. Already you might feel some stretchiness in your glute or your low back. Take your hands, interlace them behind your left thigh, right below the knee. And on your inhale, extend your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Any amount. You can bend your left knee if you need to. Flex your left ankle. Feel like you're pushing your left heel up towards the ceiling, but letting the toes curl towards your face. And I want you to imagine that your foot is actually on the ceiling and you're gently pressing up. Just for a moment, bring your left thumb towards your hip crease, right where the top of your left thigh meets your pelvis. And I want you to just gently push down towards the front edge of your mat, just so the whole left side of your waist can stay long when you do this. You got one more slow breath here, hamstring stretch. All right, keep your left leg extended. Just remove your hands. Bring your hands to your low belly, right where your belly, the soft part of your belly is, right underneath your ribs. And from the very top of your left thigh, I want you to rotate your left thigh over to the left. So your left knee and your left toes are angled out. Find that external rotation here in the hip. And then bend your left knee and cross your left ankle right on top of the right thigh, right above the knee. Figure 4 in the legs here. You can use your left hand to just gently press on your left inner thigh to press the left knee forward. Keep a big flexion in the left ankle here, yogis. And I want you to notice both legs here, both thighs, are flexed at the hip. So that means we're decreasing the angle between our belly and the thighs. And I want you to keep this wrapping rotation of the left inner thigh out to the left. Keep your hands on your low belly and just begin to pick your right foot up, hugging your right knee in towards your chest. Any amount here, yogis. When you do this, you might feel a firmness come into your low belly. That's your core working to do this work. And as you hug your right knee in, I want you to press your left knee forward, so opposite directions of the legs here. So strengthening the hips here, yogis, strengthening the legs. Just notice this work, and even as you're working here in your body, flex both ankles and continue slow breaths. Just take one more breath here. Stay with it. And then gently release the right foot back down. Uncross the left ankle. Nicely done, nicely done. Hug the right knee in toward your chest. Good. Let this hugging knee action be its own moment here. So notice anything in the right glute, the right side of the low back. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh and inhale, right leg extends straight up, getting long. Good. So flexion in this hip. Not very much space between the top of the right thigh and the low belly. Flexion in the hips. Feel like you're pressing up into the ceiling above you. Take one more breath. All right, all right, all right. Right leg stays where it is. Hands come to the low belly. Turn the right toes, the right knee out over to the right, finding this rotation, external rotation in the right leg. And then bend your right knee, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, figure four. Right knee slightly presses forward. You might feel sensation deep inside the hip. That's your piriformis muscle. Keep the hands at the low belly and start to hug the left knee in towards the chest. Both ankles flex here, yogis. Right knee presses forward, left knee hugs in. Firmness in the low belly. Keep the breath going. When we're working really hard to focus and physically we're challenged, we tend to stop breathing. We tend to allow our breath to get shallow. So big, deep, intentional breaths here. One more breath. Keep hugging the left knee in. All right, here we go. Release the left foot, uncross the right ankle. Good. Feet are hip width distance, toes point forward. Ankles just about under the knees. Reach your arms down alongside your body. Palms face down. Press the palms down. Press the arms down. Press the shoulder blades down. Already that opens up the chest. Here we go. Big inhale. Drive the feet down. Lift the hips any amount. Bridge pose. Back of the head stays heavy down on the mat. Just feel your chest move up towards your chin. And in here, we're an extension in the hips. There's lots of space between the top of the thighs and the belly. You might feel sensation, some stretching running in the front of the thighs, right where the hip bones are. Take one more big inhale, lift up. Here we go, slowly lower down as you exhale. Use the whole exhale to bring your hips back down to the earth. Nicely done, yogis. However you want to get there, let's come into a seat and then we'll crawl on over into a forward fold. So maybe rock back and forth. If you're dealing with low back issues, roll off to one side, come up, bring your hands down, and let's step the feet apart. Forward fold here at the top of the mat. Bend your knees, point your toes forward. Let the head just hang. Good. Hardly any space between the belly and the thighs here. Hips are in extension. Hips are in flexion, excuse me. All right, take an inhale, bring it up halfway. Hands come to shins. Shoulder blades roll down the back, chest pulls forward. Exhale, fold in. Right foot is gonna glue to the mat where it is. Let's step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Make sure your right knee is right over your right ankle. And here we go, we're gonna rise forward and up. I want you to hug the outer hips in, hug the inner thighs in. This stabilizes the legs to sweep the arms forward and up. Take your time, no rush. Hands on top of the right thigh is a nice way to find your balance here. Once you found it, they can reach up alongside your ears. Put a little bit of a bend in your back knee just to facilitate the shoulders right over the hips. Yogis, and feel here, flexion in the hips, no space between the belly and the front thigh, and extension in your back hip. So different actions here. Hug. From the right and left corners, the right and left sides of your mat, hug in. And from the front and back of your mat, hug in, like you're trying to drag your right heel and the ball of your left foot together. Right, here we go. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to bring your hands to your hips and straighten out both legs, just really slowly. Keep hugging in. And again, inhale, reach the arms forward and up alongside your ears, bend into your knees. Exhale, hands to hips, straighten out both legs, move slowly. One more, inhale, reach the arms up. Letting the hip muscles work or stabilizers. Exhale, hands to hips, straighten out both legs. Here we go, crescent pose. Inhale, arms up alongside the ears. Let's bring it down. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat. They frame your right foot. Bend your back knee and straighten out your front leg any amount. Kind of like a runner's stretch here. No right or wrong here, yogis. Your front knee can bend as much as you'd like. Maybe sway the hip side to side. Nicely done, my friends. Rebend into the right knee. Walk your hands forward. Let's step forward and fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, let's bring it up halfway. Hands to shins, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, we fold and round in. Straight to the other side. Left foot stays where it is. Step your right foot all the way back. Left knee over left ankle. Here we go. Rise up, crescent pose. I'm going to bring my hands to the top of my left thigh. Let that help me balance. Stack the spine, bend the back knee. That's it. Arms up alongside the ears. Full crescent pose. All right. So using the hip muscles, we can stabilize the legs here. So as we move, then we can still feel balance. So we're not wobbling around and falling over. And if we do wobble around and fall over, A-okay, yogis. This is how we learn. This is why we practice. Outer hips hug in. Left heel and right ball of foot drag together. Feel how that firms up the legs already. Here we go. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to hips. Straighten out both legs. Drive the feet down like you're pressing down to rise up. Two more. Inhale. Rebend the knees. Reach the arms up. Exhale. One more, yogis. Inhale. Reach up. Legs are so strong. Exhale. Crescent pose, inhale, rebend into the knees. Reach the arms up, fill up. And exhale, hands come down to the mat. Frame your left foot. Here we go. We're stepping it back to downward facing dog. Press the palms down. Slide the left foot back next to the right at the back of your mat. Yeah, any movements here that feel good. Maybe bop the hips side to side. All right, yogis. All right, I want you to keep your right foot right where it is. And on your inhale, just send your left foot up and back, any amount. And from the very top of your left thigh, I want you to turn your left toes out, find that rotation in the thigh, bend your left knee, and then feel like you're rolling your hips open over towards the left. Any amount, like a dog in a fire hydrant. All right, one more big inhale. Here we go. As we exhale, we're just going to try to step the foot all the way through between the hands. So as you shift forward, I want you to bring your left knee with you. Good, round your back. And then see if you can pop your left foot between your hands. And if you can't make it like me, then you just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy your left foot forward, or you can grab your left hand around your left ankle and assist it to move it forward. Spin your right heel down. I want you to angle your right toes slightly forward. Left toes point straight forward. Rise up to warrior two. Take your time. Open your arms up. All right, yogis, just check it out before we move on. Your feet are about the distance of your hands, and your pelvis is angled forward towards the upper right-hand corner of your mat. Left knee, left toes face forward, warrior two here. All right, I want you to bring your hand to your left hip, right where your love handle might be. And I want you to just allow your left knee to face forward, but then press your left knee back, almost like there's a wall behind you and you're pressing into it here, like my hand is the wall. And with your hand on your left outer hip, you might feel that muscle, that glute fire up in order to do that. And then your right foot presses down into the mat. Your right thigh is firm here, yogis. And even here, I want you to feel your feet like they're dragging together so your inner thighs are firm. Without changing the legs at all, flip your left palm to face up. Take an inhale, reach up, reach back, reverse your warrior, lengthen. Here we go, exhale, warrior two. Pull your left fingertips forward. Don't change the legs, lengthen. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh and reach your right arm up, side angle pose. Feel open across the chest. One more big inhale, legs are strong. And exhale, warrior two. Reach the arms all the way back down. Frame your left foot. Shift on the ball of your back foot so your hips are square towards your mat. Here we go, downward facing dog. Step your left foot all the way up and back. Pedal the knees. Shake the head. Nice work, my friends. Here we go. Left foot stays down with the right foot. Inhale. Lift the right leg up and back. Turn the right toes out to the right. Bend your right knee. And now open up the pelvis like you're trying to stack the right hip on top of the left. Any amount. We're not moving the shoulders when we do this. All the rotation is in the hips. One more big inhale. Exhale, right foot steps through between your hands. As many steps as you need to take. Maybe one big step, maybe lots of little steps. Get it all the way forward. Spin your left heel down. Rise up, warrior two, whenever you're ready. Feel the strength in the legs here. Inner thighs hug. Flip the right palm to face up. Inhale, reach up, reach back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Reach forward, forward, forward. Right forearm to right thigh, left arm up. Side angle pose, yogis. Open across the chest. Feel the shoulder blade. Watch my shoulder blades hug together behind my back, just so my chest opens up. One more big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Let's bring it down. Bring your hands back down to the mat, framing your right foot. Shift on the ball of your left foot. Step it back, downward facing dog. All right. Let's walk the hands back to meet the feet at the back of the mat. And then inhale, come up halfway. Bring your hands to your shins, pull your chest forward. Thighs are firm, bring your hands to your hips and rise all the way up to stand. All right, yogis, let's step our feet out wide here, about the distance of our hands. All right, toes and knees are pointing forward, hands to hips. Let's find some external rotation in the hips. Turn your left toes, left knee out, right toes, right knee out. Bend into your knees, temple pose. Good, take a moment here, yogis. I want you to notice my knees and toes are angled towards the corners of my mat now. Okay, and my pelvis is facing forward. If you tend to booty pop here, I want you to be upright, shoulders right over your hips. And feel the tendency of the knees is to kind of fall in. So press your knees back. Like my hands right here are a wall and I'm trying to press my knees into my hands. You might feel sensation in your hips here. Good. And then I want you to bring your left hand behind your left head and take an inhale, reach up and over to the right. Just a side bend. Let the low belly work. That's how we're hovering here. Come back through center and let's switch it out. Left hand comes to your left hip, right hand behind your head. Reach up and over towards the right. Legs are strong here, yogis. Keep your knees pressing back. Good. Come back through center. Hands to hips. Good. Here we go. I want you to keep your right foot down. Climb onto the ball of your left foot here. I know if your legs are talking to you, slow the breath down. You know you can come out and take breaks at any time. And we're just going to pulse here for 3 pulses. So bend the knees, pulse 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your left heel down. Pop your right heel up. Legs are strong, yogis. Here we go for 3. Really slow. 2. No rush. 1. Bring your right heel down. All right, here we go. Gather up your strength, your mental focus, hands to hips or out for balance. Pop your left heel up. Pop your right heel up. Keep your knees pressing back behind you. 3 tiny little pulses. Let your ankles work, let your legs work. 1, 2, strong. 3, lower the heels down, straighten out the legs. Amazing, amazing, amazing work. Turn your toes to face forward. Good, let's just sway the hips side to side here. Maybe make big circles. Lots of muscle action required just to keep us in those poses. Silent thank you to yourself, yogis. We did it. When you're ready, bring your hands to your hips. Take a big inhale, lift the chest, maybe look up. Here we go, we're diving down. As you exhale, you can bend your knees any amount. Let the head hang. Just release your hands, maybe towards the earth. Sway your torso, yogis. Just kind of let everything chill here. Minimal effort. Very nice, very nice. One more slow breath. And then let's bring it up halfway. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Pull the chest forward, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Here we go, bring your hands to your hips and let's rise all the way up. Go ahead and walk your feet together. And let's come on down into a seat. Any way you want to get there. Good. So go ahead and just cross your legs. Find something that's comfortable. You can sit on a block, a blanket, a pillow. And let's just twist our body over towards the right. Go ahead and bring your left hand over towards your right knee. And you can just use it as leverage to twist open any amount. No yanking here. Slow the breath. And just really slowly, really gently unwind. Let's bring it over to the other side. Turn your chest open towards the left. Your right hand can come to your left knee just to use as leverage to open up. Let the eyelids close if it feels okay. Slow the breath. Intentionally lengthen your breaths to slow it down. When you're ready, just unravel, come back through center. Good, let the arms just be heavy down. Palms can rest on your thighs or your knees. Close your eyes. Just thank yourself just for doing the work here, yogis. Not just the physical work, but the internal work, the mind stuff. The ability to keep you focused and attentive just during these minutes on your mat. Big inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Thank you for joining me, yogis. So how did that feel? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, especially if you liked it. And please subscribe so that you can get these weekly videos as soon as they're released. I'll see you next time.